Hello everyone and welcome back to Sonic Heroes for the GameCube, and in this one we're going to be going through Frog Forest, Lost Jungle and taking on some teams as per usual. Oh, wonderful Shadow, I'm sure you will. Even though you made a game as Shadow the Hedgehog where you still don't know who the goddamn hell you are. Seriously, you need to get it sorted out. I know you have amnesia and stuff like that, but still. Great, I just insulted Shadow the Hedgehog at the beginning of the game. Wonderful, or at least a level, but still. There was one thing though that I did in Team Sonic which was honestly pretty pointless. I don't know why I even thought this was a shortcut, to be fair. Where basically what I would do is I would turn into Tails and then fly down onto that thing. There really is no need. Especially when you nearly die and stuff, when you can't actually go onto it. Because it still takes you down there, so why I decided to jump down there as Tails, I have no idea. Because if anything, it's a lot slower. I might as well just grind down from the very top just to make it go... You know, just to make it go a lot faster and stuff like that, but still. Yes, I believe we did hear a croak rage. We've heard it, like, for the millionth time or so right now, because there's so many frogs in this area, which is rather strange and stuff like that. You'll find, though, that with each team and stuff, there are extra missions. Like, even though I'm doing the main story missions, also weird camera angle right here for pressing L and R. What there is, like, extra missions thrown in, so that then you can... basically just have a bit more replay value and stuff if you want to get all the A ranks and unlock super hard mode if you're that eager, really. Where basically, when you unlock super hard mode, it's basically a sort of a hardish mode of the game and stuff like that. But each team like has its own set of extra missions or so. Like through Team Sonic and stuff, you know, the extra missions are get to the gold ring within 5 minutes. Team Sonic. What's it? Team Dark is defeat this number of enemies in amount of minutes, I think it is, as far as I'm aware. I can't actually remember or so, but I do know it's something to do with those. Team Rose is collect 200 rings, which is so flipping easy now for me. Oh god, I can't wait to get to showing off that or so when it comes to like the bonus video of this game, because I'm going to do a bonus video of Sonic the Heroes. I want to dissect the entirety of this game like I do with every LP of mine, because that's just what I like to do. I like to leave games, you know, completely dissected to where every stone is unturned, you know. Or I'm not going to leave any stone unturned, shall I say. God, I hate it when I muck up bloody figures of speeches. It makes you sound like a complete dumbass, but never mind. Also, this bit is where I died as, like, Omega and things, because when I used the tornado attack on them, for some reason they hit me. And due to the invincibility frames, I didn't have enough time to get up and get the rings. By the time they shot the laser, I died, and it's a real pain and stuff. Like I said, the invincibility frames of this game are a real big flaw. There are a lot of flaws I've given this game, even though I'm saying it's good. But like I said, they're flaws, but they're nothing absolutely gigantic, which makes me absolutely despise the game and things. To be honest, the worst game I've ever played in my life is Shamu Deep Sea Adventures for the bloody PS2. A game that I did a one of Let's Play's Blind Edition of way back in the past. And, I completely regretted it. I absolutely hated that game. Screw Harry for telling me to play that game. That game was absolutely terrible. Duh. Terrible flashbacks right here and stuff. So I might as well use a Team Blast. I was gonna say, I'm narrating like my own video and stuff, and then I'm just telling myself what I should be doing, even though that's really what I do anyway. Also, the frogs freeze as well, which can be a pain when it comes to Team Blast, because, you know, you just can't really do much as it. You just wait for the frogs to come alive as well. I love that line by Shadow, don't fall. Very sinister and serious you are with that. So I don't see the point in getting up there. I don't even know what I got up there for, to be honest. It's just an unused bit. Why is that bit even accessible, to be honest? Like, it's not even, like, that hard to get to. You just fly to there with Rouge and stuff like that, but still. I've heard, though, that when you play as Team Rose, you can play through the entirety of the stages by doing this weird glitch in, like, Bullet Station and places like that. I don't know exactly how to do it. I'll probably look into it, but I don't know if I'll show it off in the bonus video or so, because, I mean, it's only a glitch or so. I don't have to show off the glitches as well, do I? And I'd rather show off all the stuff in the game that I actually meant to program. Not that bit, but still. So, also, it's a shame that the frog is all the way back there, I find, but still. Am I trying to get to the top on this bit? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I remember this bit. I was trying to find a way to get to the top so that I could use the alternate route in order to get to the top of the flower instead of the bottom. But, in the end, I think I gave up eventually. At least that shows that with Team Dark, you don't really have to be as fast, because look at me wasting all these seconds trying to find out where to go. And I still get an A rank at the very end, surprisingly, so there you go. Also, I don't know if you heard last time, even though I completely talked over it through Team Sonic's playthrough, but there are a couple of throwbacks to some previous Sonic games, you know, and Sonic Heroes and stuff, which I liked. Like, when they were talking about mushrooms and stuff, I think, Knuckles said when we were on the flower stuff, they have mushrooms on my island too. You know, referencing basically Angel Island Zone from Sonic 3, which I think is a nice touch. I like it when games do that, when they reference things like to other games and stuff like that. And there is so much of that in Banjo-Tooie for the N64. It always references Banjo-Kazooie all the time, and I love it when games break the third or fourth wall. It's just clever, I think. I'm just like, oh wow. It just shows you how much the developers care about their own games and stuff like that, and how much they realise that they mean to fans and stuff like that. Particularly me and Banjo-Kazooie, because I'm a bloody huge fan of the Banjo-Kazooie games and stuff. I even have Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge for the Game Boy Advance, which I think is not that bad. I mean, it's not as good, don't get me wrong and stuff, it's not as good as Banjo-Kazooie or Tooie, but Grunty's Revenge is still somewhat okay, I guess. It reminds me of the Spyro games for the GBA, basically. Did I say GBA? I meant GBA. Never mind, I hate commentating and mispronouncing things, but it always happens. What can you do about it, you know? Yep, they're God in that case, and we're just going to completely annihilate them with a Team Blast. There we go, just like that. And also, let's just look at Omega's face. While I wait for the Team Blast to go down. Seriously, that's just my example of what you can do during your time. So even though you're waiting, you can amuse yourself, I guess. Also, the thing's fixed here too for Team Dark. I don't know why that's broken in the PS2 version. It's rather strange. Like, it just sort of suddenly disappears. But in this version, you can just grind down really quick. So, I don't know. It is rather strange, what can I say? And that's Frog Forest. Same thing, Team Dark, just a little bit more difficult and stuff. I apologise if all this footage is boring you and stuff, but I really want to show off this game in full, and the levels still look pretty thrilling to watch and stuff, in my opinion.
I am Omega, the
Also, he's saying that really long quote right there. I mean, I like Omega, but Jesus, some of these quotes like that one can be really long and things, and I just find it amusing. It's not even a bad thing, to be honest, but there you go. And here we are with Stage 10, Lost Jungle. Explore the deepest part of the jungle, similar to Team Sonic.
It's a swamp, so be careful.
Wait, what? That's it? Really? Not even Shadow or Omega are gonna get in on this? Just, it's a swamp, so be careful.
Here they come.
That was like frickin' Navi levels of information like there, or Navi. I don't know how you pronounce it. Screwed that one up, goddammit. But still, you know, just compared to all the other levels now, each character has their own say, and then it's just Rouge just telling us, be careful, it's the swamp, blah blah blah. I never got that for some reason. There are just some strange moments in this game, I tell you, but it's all amusing to me. I don't see it as what? This is rubbish! Why'd they do that? Oh god, worst game ever. You know, I don't really have that kind of feeling or so. Also with these things, at least I don't have the golden helmets, because I can just completely annihilate them like this or so. I like using the word annihilate now. Thanks, Omega. You've corrupted me. Oh god, that was goddamn unintentional pun as well. Jesus. What is going on with this? Never mind. Although luckily, you know when I say I'm going to get all the Chaos Emeralds for all the later teams, I do get them all as Team Dark also, so I don't get any of the Emeralds as Team Rose or Team Celtics. I get them all as Team Sonic and Team Dark, where, you know, Team Sonic I got 5 and Team Dark I got the last 2, basically, because, you know, there's 7 Emeralds in general. And now we're going to use Chaos Control to take out that thing right there. Brilliant, even though we heard the Speed Up Shoes music. I like the Speed Up Shoes music, but the Speed Shoes are probably the most pointless item in the whole flipping game. What is the point in having speed shoes in this and stuff? It doesn't, I feel like it doesn't even make you that fast either. It just, makes you somewhat faster, I guess, but given the fact that most of the game involves you using your teams and stuff, where you sort of slow down, I mean, it still feels fast to me, because it doesn't feel really, really, like, snail-paced slow or anything, but, you know, it's just speed shoes are just... Why are they there? I get the fact that they were used in previous Sonic titles, but if they don't work in this game, then why include them, you know? I get the whole throwback, but if it's a throwback, make it work properly. I don't know, it just bothers me a bit, I guess. Also, you can use Shadow here, which... Oh, okay, I'm gonna do... I was gonna suggest using Rouge to take a safe route, really, but never mind. Just make sure you don't hit the enemy with spikes and stuff, because sometimes that can be annoying. Also, there's that line again. Don't fall! Oh, brilliant. You just gotta love Shadow and stuff, you know. I know I already talked about this before, basically saying that he just does not care about anything and just moves on forward, but it's just the way he says it, particularly the way David Humphrey delivers the lines and stuff. There he is again. He? How do you even know it's a he? Might even be a female, I don't even know. I don't know anything about wildlife, so what the hell can I say? It's a real shame that you can't use the air dash thing on the flowers though, because instead you could use it with like the poles, but you could with the flowers. You know what? That makes no freaking sense. I just realised that. Like, why are there poles on all the other levels, but then flowers in the jungle? Like, why not include like a similar pole sort of thing in each level or something? You know, where instead of it being a pole in Bullet Station, it could have been, I don't know, like a bloody cable car or something. That's probably a bad example, but you get what I'm saying, right? They could have included something where it actually matches to the level going on. Why are there flowers just suddenly on that bit? I never noticed that, really. That's kind of weird, to be honest. Oh well. Also, there's no frog here this time, so I can't use the platforms, unfortunately. I suppose it is Team Dark, and it's a tad bit more difficult. But here's the thing, even though I had a hard time like getting all the A ranks on this team, it was not absolutely hell. It was not like one of the hardest things in existence, like Contra levels of difficulty, or even goddamn Battletoads, because that game is blimmin' hard. It was not really to that sort of level for me, like, at all. Because I thought, it's not really that complicated, to be honest. I mean, once you get the hang of stuff, and all the stuff that it throws at you, you may find it okay in the end. Because, I mean, sure, it's hard getting the A ranks now, but now that I've learned how to get them, I'll probably be able to get them pretty easily now. I mean, you don't know, I might even be able to do a perfect run of Team Dark one day because of all this. Because I've learned all the stuff that happens. I mean, I now know what score to get in Ocean Palace through just learning and stuff like that, you know. Also, I believe you're supposed to use that route with Espio, also in Team Chaotix, but since I was invincible, it made no effect, really. So they just sort of went they penetrated basically through the lasers and just made it a hell of a lot easier for some reason. But still.
There he is.
Oh god, again, how do you know, Shadow? How do you know? I must question it, still. Can I just say, if anybody knows what the hell Rouge is saying with some of her lines, let me know. Because as a kid and stuff, I always used to think that when you turned into like the team members, that she said, I can disappear. But I'm pretty sure she says, I'll take it from here. Even though I thought she said, I can disappear, and I was actually confused because she wasn't actually disappearing. That really confused me as a kid. Especially when she flies and goes, I don't even know what she says on that bit. Like, to me it sounds like move on, but her words are mumbled to me. Like, seriously, I kind of mucked up with like her quotes and things because nobody can understand what the bloody hell she is saying. At least with Omega and stuff, you can understand what the robot's saying better than the bat, and that's rather strange, I find, but still. Also, we're against the alligator. Yeah, the alligator again, or crocodile even, I don't know. It was basically the same thing as before. I think it's the exact same, actually, where you just, like, click the A button on these things, just making it a hell of a lot easier. It looks really hard, but really, the method is not that complicated. It's just the aesthetics may throw you off, because it does look pretty terrifying. Well, we might as well Shadow, because we're at the end of the level. What's the point in saying that? Seriously. Don't let your guard down just yet, even though there's a go ring over there. I never got that. And that's another quote that I keep repeating. I'm basically the Sonic Heroes. I'm repeating quotes as well as them. I am the game. Wonderful.
Perfect. As usual.
Oh, what a show-off. Okay, now we're gonna fight against a different team compared to Team Sonic, which is... Oh wait, no, actually, it's... yeah, we're gonna be fighting Team Sonic, my bad.
Look, it's that hedgehog.
Wonder what the big rush is all about. Betcha those guys will end up getting in my way and making trouble.
Hey, isn't that...
Sonic! Talk about being stubborn and full of surprises.
Long time no see, boys. Too bad you had to come all this way for nothing. We'll take it from here.
What'd you say?
Sensors locked on Eggman. Non-compliant intruders will be destroyed.
Didn't you know? We have a date with Eggman, too.
Is that so? Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
Hey, that's my line. Not the best way to greet those you haven't seen in a while.
Okay, now it's the complete opposite this time. It's Team Dark versus Team Sonic this time, and who is going to prevail? We'll see. Okay, I'm sure you know what Knuckles is saying when he says that, but that, compared to how he died, was just the funniest thing ever to me. I have no idea why.
Just a fake. Like I thought.
Indeed. So, I mean, you're not the faker, Sonic's the faker.